I am sitting here in the dark. Just got my husband off to work and decided to check my Twitter messages when I found out about SciStrike. I never knew the man, but being part of the community and being able to go on his show and chat, it's left a hole in my heart. I have been wrestling whether I should postpone my premiere on Friday or keep it up. And I decided, in honor of SciStrike, I am keeping it up. So SciStrike, this premiere is dedicated in your honor. We will miss you greatly.
Oh yeah, 200 subscribers and counting. My channel is growing by the day, and it could not be happening without support from all of you in the globe-denying debunking community and all of your subscribers. Thank you so very much. While looking at videos for my 200 subscribers special, I came upon a content creator who has been on YouTube since 2013 and has over 1,500 subs, 600,000 views, and lots of similar videos. Now, I have never heard of this particular conspiracy before, but it piqued my interest. He apparently can think, well, I'm not going to spoil it. Oh, and Granny Mom is here for a visit. Hello, dearies. Let's watch the video, shall we?
Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be showing you the calling method and how I do it at this moment in time. So as you can see, I'm outside. As I'm staring up into the blue sky, I preferably go out when it's really nice and blue. I stare up at one point into the sky and I focus on that one point. And what I say is, I say this in my mind: benevolent beings in the sky, if you hear my call, please show me a sign. Please come to my location. Thank you. And I do that as I'm staring up into the blue sky. Stare as deep as you can, and that's just one portion of the calling method to do. And then after I've done this part, what I do is I get a mirror signaler. You can get these online for a few pounds. As you can see here, I'm flashing into the sky. I flash preferably into the portion of the sky where I've done the calling method, and then I flash round, just around my location, all around.
So, any guesses to what he's doing and why?
Now here is some footage from a distance, what the mirror signaling looks like. As you can see, it's very bright. Just very bright object flashing towards you. Now you do this into the atmosphere, the anomalies will take notice and they'll start flashing back. You flash them, they'll flash you. As you can see here, here's some footage of anomalies flashing back. It really is this simple. You go out with a mirror, go out with the intentions of looking for these objects, and you'll flash back. You can see this one flashing from the bottom, very intense, and it's not just randomly flashing in random directions, these objects. It seems to be pointed towards you. almost like I said, they're giving a sign back. You flash, they flash back. And now you'll be looking at these objects saying, well, they don't half look remarkably like balloons.
Oh dear, anomalies that look like balloons. This man has been watching too much science fiction.
But we're going to go into depth into that in a moment, and hopefully I can try and explain a little part of what these objects are doing. But here's some more footage here of it, the energy dying down and then it flaring up. These are just some of the objects I've captured over the last few years using these methods, and you can go outside, and you should be going outside if you're interested in seeing anything. You should be out trying to look for these objects.
Not sure what that is because it's so out of focus, but it looks like it's tumbling, and every time it tumbles, it catches the sunlight.
Now, life up in the atmosphere is not far different from life in the ocean. Here is an octopus, as you couldn't see it at first, could you? It's blending in on the rocks as a form of mimicry to go unnoticed. We're going in reverse here so you can see how it mimics itself into the rock formation there.
Not only do squids, octopuses, and cuttlefish camouflage to hide from predators, but octopuses and cuttlefish can change their skin color to warn off predators or anything else that threatens them.
So anomalies are not far different from cephalopods in the ocean, using some form of mimicry to go unnoticed. So here's another part of my setup that I'm currently using now. You can see the V550 on the left, and then it's a security camera with IR filter on front of it, so we can record objects past our eye's light spectrum. So there's objects travelling up there that we can't see with the naked eye. Only when we're doing the calling method they're coming down, but you can be able to see them in IR before they come down. So here it is. Here's my computer, as you can see here, as that's linked up to the IR. So when I'm outside, I can have my laptop next to me and I can scan the skies. Here's some footage recorded through IR, as you see in here. Now notice how intense the flashing is on these objects. This is at around 20 times magnification, or optical zoom should I say. See as it flashes here. Very intense flaring from these objects. Here's two objects here, and as you see, the first one on the left flashes and then the right one flashes, almost like they're acknowledging each other. Like as they pass each other, it's like to say, yeah, okay, you pass, and the other one's passing by. So not only flaring towards me, they're interacting with each other up there in the sky.
It seems to me those are two birds flying. They're either flapping their wings or riding the thermals, but I could be wrong.
Here's some more of these remarkable objects I've captured over the last few years from doing these simple methods. And as you can see, like I said, flash them, they'll flash you back, and they'll start interacting with you. The more you do it, the more you start going out there, sticking maybe in the same location for a while, they'll keep on coming and coming and coming. It really is remarkable. So these simple methods, you can just go out and start seeing them. It really is that easy.
This looks similar to the mylar balloons I have brought to my great-grandchildren for their birthdays. It is catching the sunlight and reflecting it towards you, not directly to you.
Like I said, life in the ocean isn't far different from life in the sky. As you're going to see here, the deeper you go into the ocean, the more stranger and abnormal life becomes in the ocean. I mean, on the top layer you've just got normal fish, and then you go into the deep sea, you've got these strange objects. And anomalies aren't so far different. The lower they are in the atmosphere, the more ordinary objects they can become. But the higher the object is into the atmosphere, the more stranger they become. It's like, and you can compare that to the mimicry octopus. When it's surrounded by something that it might feel threatened by, it's going to morph shape or change its form to throw off the predator. And as you can see, this object reminds me of a tree. It looks like tree branches, and Jeremy Thomas has actually caught objects very similar, as you can see here. almost looks like a tree branch, and as you can see, the object before looked like a tree branch. Here's some of the footage.
I gotta be honest with this one. I'm not sure what that is, and I'm not gonna take a guess.
So we'll do some comparing of life in the ocean here. This object here almost reminds me of a string that's remaining upright and not tumbling. Jeremy Thomas has caught an object similar to this. As you can see here, the object remains up straight, and as it moves, wiggling side to side. Now, if it's in the sky, it should be tumbling. It doesn't make sense for it not to tumble. And this part again, another part of life in the ocean, it reminds me of angel hair. And for people who, if you've done your research, you would have seen people posting this phenomena. Here's the phenomenon here, that's known as angel hair. People are recording doing solar obliteration, which is half in the sun with an object, so you can see further into the atmosphere. And you start noticing all these strange phenomena.
Those anomalies look an awful lot like the webs in this picture. Some spiders use them after they are born to float on the wind to a new home.
Again, this next object here reminds me of a rigid tether that people just go over to a string on a balloon. A rigid tether on an object in the sky is anomalous. It should be swaying side to side, as you can see here. Now that's anomalous. That should be moving side to side, and it's not.
If you look, that tether is moving. Mr. Anomalous ends the video after this, but I have a few clips to show you of other things that he has seen in the sky.
Dearie, you do know you can go through the gate and check to see what it is, since it fell just beyond. But you won't, because you know what it really is and don't want to miss getting views.
I seen a star-like object above the zenith, and I was trying to get it on record. And as I was trying to get on record, I noticed this secondary object much lower, and it was going really fast and rotating and shimmering. It was a strange object, and this is the object we're looking at. Seems to have, I don't know if it's torn into pieces at the bottom, which it shouldn't be in the sky if it's torn like this. And just look at it, how the object's shimmering. That's not the sun's reflection. This object is absolutely something else, and it is just remarkable to watch. I've actually motion tracked the footage here so we can get a closer look.
That looks like a mylar balloon to me, and the reason why it's still floating is because there's air trapped up inside and the wind is blowing it around. And that shimmering you see is the sun's reflection off the side of the balloon, the side that is facing the sun. This next clip shows a plastic bag blowing in the wind, going one direction, and then an hour later coming back from the other direction. It's pretty self-explanatory.
Variable anomaly I recorded today returned. Here's the weather forecast for today. As you can see, it was only slight wind. Here's the object leaving. And that, as you can see at the timestamp at the bottom there that I've put up, heading northwest direction. So that headed off in that direction, and I think it was around an hour later, I looked out my window and it was back, as you'll see, you're going to see now. Right, so you can see it headed off in that direction and it's come back at 1:15 p.m. There it is again. So now it's heading southwest, which doesn't make sense, does it? You know, if you're going to call it a bag or whatever you want, surely it shouldn't be returning an hour later, heading in the other direction. That doesn't make sense. I recorded this for quite a while, but you know, people get bored with the footage, so what I've done is there's a lamppost. I zoomed out slightly so we can see the direction of travel and how it's moving in reference to the lamppost. As again, be skeptical of what I show, but you know, don't try and blow me out the water or anything, because I'm just trying to show you some footage of what's up there, and at least someone's up there trying to find out. People should be happy with that.
I guess there could be worse things than looking up in the sky and mislabeling objects that you see. So we'll cut Mr. Anomalous a break. I hope you enjoyed the video. And again, thank you for helping me get to 200 subscribers. You guys are awesome.
Granny Mom, thank you for helping me with my video today. I love you so much. I love you too, dearie. Granny Mom, finish the video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.